Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
Hey, and welcome to the Beauty Show. It's myself, Angelique, again, and I am here today with a very exciting segment for you guys. As you know, it's the Beauty Woman segment, and I have not only a sister but a friend, a colleague, a beautiful woman that I get a lot of advice from, who I share a lot with, in studio with me today. So I'm so excited to have Viwe in studio.
How are you?
I'm good, and you, darling?
I'm alright, thank you.
That's good. Okay, so yeah, as I said, the Beauty Woman Show, we focus on beautiful women in our society and their road to beauty.
Mm-hmm.
I know we speak about this all the time.
All the time.
We speak beauty all the time. But I just want to find out today more about you, Viwe, more about you, your career, what you're doing, and what makes you beautiful. So who is Viwe Tilwana? Tell us.
Okay, Viwe Tilwana is a 25-year-old honors media studies graduate from Wits. I'm Xhosa from the Eastern Cape. I was born and bred there. I'm also a singer, a musician, songwriter, and performer. I've got a single out now that's really doing quite okay. I'm a sister, I'm a friend, as you said. I'm also a daughter. And yeah, I'm all these different things sort of at once. Yeah, that's Viwe. I don't know if that's enough information.
That is enough. So you mentioned that you are a singer and you have a single out. Tell us more about that. Tell us more about that journey, because obviously you're 25, you coming new into this industry of music, which is quite challenging in South Africa, being in the society that we're in. Tell us more about your journey as a musician, as a vocalist, as releasing your first single. I want to know more about how that was for you.
So I started off quite small. I started off with a YouTube channel, as most singers do, where you do your covers and you start singing people's songs. And from there, I started getting quite a bit of a reaction from people. That was in varsity, and I singing songs that people knew, South African songs and American songs, international songs. And then from there, I started looking at areas in which I could actually start singing live. So I started pitching to different artists. I remember sending so many emails to Lyra, who didn't answer them. But then, I carried on until I met a good friend of my sister's, Fortune Messina, who is an all-round media guru, but also a rapper back in the day. And he had just launched his album at the time, and he was looking for singers and background singers. So we made that connection, synergy, and he loved my voice. I loved his music. So I started touring with him. Johannesburg, we sang everywhere from Benoni to the SA Hip Hop Awards, and that's where I really started meeting artists like RJ Benjamin, Clint Brink, all these amazing people who kept honing that skill and saying don't stop. We all started at the back, and then after I kind of grew on stage and grew my nerves and getting away from stage fright and all that kind of stuff, I realized that I could do it myself. And God willing, I met up with somebody by chance through these connections I was making with Fortune Messina, and we started singing. Started working as a producer, singing collaboration, and that's how my first single came out. And since then we've been doing his name is Luke Davis, and we've been doing a few songs. We've got like 12 songs done, and they're going to be released next year. And it goes without saying, which is my recent single, was the first one that came out straight from me, written by me, my idea, his instrumental. And it's been really scary. It's been really scary because it's either people like you or they don't. But also, your first song, a lot of people forget your first song. A lot of people only really start hearing you on your fifth or sixth song, or even your fifth or sixth album. So it was very scary to know that there's so much more that I still need to do. But it was very, amazing to know that I could produce my own work. And I think that's the first thing that I got out of it, is that I'm powerful enough to produce my own work. I don't need to be in the back for all my life. I can actually say what I need to say and it be me, and that's it. And that's so much power in that. So this first single, this whole journey has just taught me to trust myself and trust my voice and trust my artistry ultimately.
Okay, perfect. And Tell us more about It Goes Without Saying. What inspired the song? It's a beautiful song.
Thank
I love
you.
it.
Thank you.
So what inspired It Goes Without Saying? Where did it come from? Was it personal? Was it something you experienced? Is it something you wish to experience? Tell us more about your creative process in It Goes Without Saying.
So It Goes Without Saying was a funny story because at the beginning of the songwriting process, when I heard it, I was writing a sad song, and that was kind of my thing. I was a sad songwriter. I was singing about love lost and heartache and heartbreak, and my
You were Taylor Swift.
I was a Taylor Swift. I was a Mary J. Blige. I was a Adele. I was just very sad and mad at the world. And at the time, I'd been going through my own things in terms of my relationship. And my producer at the time was like, you know what? We've got so many sad songs. Can you just try and write something with love, or something that you wish for, or you dream about? Can you write about what you want instead of what you don't want? And that's where It Goes Without Saying goes. And I was like, I don't really know what to say. I don't even know how to explain what I want. And I guess that's the inspiration of the actual wording that It Goes Without Saying. I literally just did not have the vocabulary to speak about love positively at the time. And he pushed me and said, just dig deep and find the words to express what it is that you want and you wish for. And I realized that, even though I wasn't going through the best experience in terms of my relationship, I had so many examples of it in my life. I had my sisters who are all sort of married. I had my friends who were dating really amazing people. And I have, an aunt and uncle who have been married for over 30 years. How can I not speak about love when it's all around me?
Yeah.
So I just sort of picked and looked and idolized and put all those stories that I've already seen and I've been around together to make It Goes Without Saying. And it really is a song about what I want, what I hope for, what I eventually hope I end up and land on. I hope I land on a love that doesn't need explanation, doesn't need to be validated, doesn't need to be explained or thought through. It's just natural, and it goes without saying.
Oh, wow. That is really inspiring. So, okay, your single is out obviously on SoundCloud, right?
Yes.
When can we expect a music video?
I'm actually in the process of shooting it. In the next month, there should be some movement around location and getting people together. The production is already set in stone. We're just looking for location at the moment. So my goal is to have it shot and edited by the end of November. And I think it might miss December, because December nobody's trying to listen to ballads. So I'm going to push it to, Valentine's Day, Valentine's month, so January and February, so that people can feel the love in that time. So it's hopefully going to be on your screens by January and February. But it's going to be done by the end of the year, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as Viwe Tawana, the artist, are you into ballads, or is it just It Goes Without Saying?
It's a mix, because I love ballads. I'm an R&B baby. I was brought up on R&B, so ballads are a very pivotal part of my music. But it's not just that, because I do love to have fun. So I want to dance a few times. I love house music. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into trap and hip hop and all of the influences that I see in a daily basis. Daily Bay.
Oh, wow.
Daily Bay. Can I get a Daily Bay? On a daily. So I understand that ballads can be far-fetched for a lot of young people, because they feel like, oh, I don't want to listen to this. It's too lovey.
so slow.
Yeah, it's so slow. I want to go to the dance and whatever. So it's very important that I also incorporate the younger sounds, and the sounds that are on radio right now. So I have that too. But the reason why I chose a ballad and why I chose the love song is because there wasn't enough of that happening in our industry in South Africa. There wasn't enough, I feel, from my perspective, of R&B songs that are just about a good time in love, being good and being in love and no issues, So that's the gap I was trying to fill. But it's not just going to be ballads.
Whoa, thank goodness.
No. Wow, so you like dancing, Angelique?
I like dancing.
I
Okay.
do.
So can we expect a Lady Zamar type of song from you?
I don't
With
know.
some Khoisa vibes? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. There's a few Khoisa songs that are going to be coming out in the project that I'm releasing next year. Lady Zamar is a big person to put my feet into. But something inspired by her. I think she does get it right in love and house. She gets it right in terms of writing. So she's definitely an influence.
Okay, perfect stuff. So we're just going to go to a short break, and when we get back, we're going to hear Viwe's top 10. So we're just going to tap into Viwe's mind a little bit and see what certain words trigger when it comes to her and her personality. So be right back.
brandlive.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.beastdownmedia.co.za.
brandlive.co.za.
Welcome back to the Beauty Show, and as you know, I'm speaking to
Viwe.
Viwe.
Angelique, you've known me too long to call me Viwe. I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. Let's try that again. I'm speaking to Viwe Tawana, a very beautiful artist.
Thank you.
In the Melville area. Obviously, that's where she is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, Viwe, like I said, we're going to do your top 10. So I'm just going to say 10 words, and you're going to tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Genre.
R&B.
Music.
R&B.
Color.
Red.
A car.
Beetle.
Sound.
Loud.
Okay. Makeup.
Estee Lauder.
Oh. Year.
1992.
Okay. Face.
Beyonce.
Artist.
Beyonce.
I love Beyonce.
I do too.
Okay, perfect. So that was 10. So now we know that Viwe
Yes.
likes R&B and she loves Beyonce, because that was most of the answers.
Yeah, like if Beyonce could have been the answer for everything, I probably would have said Beyonce for everything.
Beyonce.
Sound Beyonce. I'm joking. Huh?
Okay, perfect.
That was
So
lovely.
okay, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Beyonce and R&B. Okay. So I hope to hear more Beyonce and R&B tracks from you, Viwe, since that's the only thing that comes to mind when we talk to you.
I think it's because I read about her this morning, really. So that's why I said that.
And you better be dancing Beyonce too.
You know, girl. You know. Oh, all the way.
Okay, perfect. So, Viwe, we talked about you as an artist. Besides an artist, what are you?
Oh wow, I think that I'm really into academics a little bit. I just recently started a ladies book club with a few of my friends where we're going to be reading different books and sharing, like a Super Soul Sunday kind of thing. That's something that I really enjoy. I'm always at the book club here in Melville. Love books, and I want to shout out to them because they're amazing. Great launch, great vibe, great books. I love reading. I'm also preparing to finish off my masters next year, hopefully, God willing, and in what I do, which is basically CSI development work, which has found me. I didn't find it. I'm very passionate about looking at how the media portrays and looks and monitors and evaluates how companies, the government, and individuals in society are contributing to the betterment of the society. How responsible are we? What is our accountability to our people? And I'm always sort of trying to figure that out in my own way. So I love academics. I love reading. I love art. I love creating. I love people who are creative. I wish people could see your eyes right now. They're so beautiful, and I love the fact that you were able to sit down and put those colors together. I love that process of creation. So I'm also looking at how I can get involved in more creative things, whether it be collaborating with different artists from a musical point, or even just writing stories and directing and getting something that has a different life form out, that's creative. But it's also about telling South African stories in a way that is South African. So creativity, academia, and I'm also really funny.
Yeah. Okay.
So
when someone says I'm really funny,
they're not funny.
they're actually the most stylish person you'll ever
Wow.
find. But okay.
You can vouch for me. I'm making you laugh right now. I didn't even do anything. So, yeah, I love comedy. I love that kind of thing. I don't know how I can get involved in that, but that's something that I'm really looking at getting involved in.
Viwe Tawana, the stand-up comedian.
Imagine how dope. Like Tats Konzo, Tats Konzo, he sings and he's a comedian, so something like that.
Okay, you are
You're not like
you are
not
purely
like
South African. South Africans have the tendency to put their foot into every little puddle
Yes,
they can find.
We have to.
So Viwe is a journalist.
Yes.
She's a CSI lover. She's a book reader. She is a future comedian.
Yes.
And she's at what she does best, an artist. So let's see what else you're gonna.
Let's see.
Let's see what else
works.
comes up. Okay, so why we're here today to
Yes.
talk beauty. So tell us more about you and your beauty routine. So as an artist, what does it take to make you feel the most beautiful when it comes to gigs, when it comes to your everyday routine? Because obviously you have a facade to uphold. You know, you have an image to uphold. So what do you do? Take us through your beauty routine?
It's a very difficult question because I don't even see it as a beauty routine. But the one thing that I have to say is that water. Like I drink water before I go to bed, when I wake up, before a gig, after a gig, because it just really does rejuvenate your skin. It also rejuvenates your energy, and you always keep hydrated, and it's very good in this weather that we have in Johannesburg, where it can get extremely dry. It's very important to always have water in your system. The other thing is, what makes me feel confident is looking the way that I want to look. So I try to run when I can. I try to go to gym when I can. I try to get these apps. I mean, we're talking about apps the other day that help you, get your six pack. I try. I really do, because there's nothing worse than not feeling confident in front of people, in front of a mic, because you're constantly thinking, oh, am my boobs too big or whatever. So you really want to be confident in your body. So I definitely try and
12 hours.
I definitely try to make sure that I am physically where I need to be, although sometimes I fail. Rigorous washing of face. I wash my face like clockwork. Can I say which products? Okay, so I'm a very big Neutrogena fan. We've spoken about that. Neutrogena is just amazing for my pores, for my skin, for exfoliating, for masks. I use it for everything. And what I always come home quite late from the studio or session. I always get back, even if it's 2:00, I wash my face. Even if I always have to wash my face before I go to bed and when I wake up, because it's just to energize your cells, re-energize your face, re-energize, because I've got very bad under eye, and because of that I have to be very cognizant of not sleeping with makeup on. So I wash my face a lot. I tone. You also use a toner from Neutrogena, which is really good. I think you can use anything just depending on your skin type. I don't want to say this is what I use and then people go and buy it and it doesn't work for them. So you have to be cognizant of what kind of skin you have. Like, we always speak about this combination skin. Is it dry? Is it oily? And you'll find something there. I tone and I also moisturize, which I think is very important. I am quite oily, so I try to look for matte products. From a makeup perspective, I use different kinds of foundation, but the two that I'm using at the moment is Estee Lauder, as well as the Clinique version. I just don't know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. I'm not talking my bag. That one really works really well for my skin. It isn't dry. It doesn't flake me. It doesn't make me feel, like I've got too much makeup on. It makes me feel light. And I can use it every day. It's not too harsh. I'm not very big on eyeshadow, although you're really inspiring me. I thread my eyebrows. I thread all the other skin, the hair on my face, because I'm quite hairy. So I do that quite a lot. I've got a lady that I work with who does that. And yeah, maybe some blush sometimes. I'm very big on mascara as well. I'm using the Colossal one now at the moment, which is Maybelline, I think. So yeah, I've got I don't say it's a routine, but I just make sure that, if I'm hydrated and if I feel physically good from like running or whatever perspective, I also make sure that I always use a really amazing, between Estee Lauder and Clinique foundation on my face every day. And then if I have my mascara on and I have my lipstick on, which is either MAC or any, I use Avon lipsticks even. And as well as my Maybelline, I'm happy. It's my go-to kit. My go-to kit is quite small, so it's just those three. And also a powder. I love the Color Stay from Revlon. Color Stay and Photo Ready. Obviously in the right tone. They're very good just after you've put on your foundation. So those are the kind of things that I use. But when you get on stage, it's obviously different. Sometimes you find people use different things. You get a makeup artist or someone to work on your face, and that can be challenging because they'll put in more than you need. And it's actually something that I've been thinking about now that I'm going to shoot a video is, what am I going to use on my face? Because it can't be what I'm using every day. It has to be good for camera. So I'm also struggling to find out. And if anyone knows where I can get the best camera makeup, they can, let you know, and you can let me know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so listeners, anyone with any ideas for Viwe on how to do her makeup
For
and
video.
get a perfect look for a music video, you'll obviously get credited.
Yes.
We'll shout out to you.
yes.
We'll do a shout out.
Definitely.
So, just let us know. Let us know what you think Viwe should do.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, so your routine is quite simple, and we always speak about this. We always speak about how we just want to get up and look flawless and go to our day, because as women, we're very busy.
Yeah.
We have full-time jobs and then still trying to be an artist after hours in between, and then still trying to live a healthy lifestyle. It
Yeah.
becomes hectic.
Yeah.
So as Viwe Tawana, the artist, what is your ultimate beauty tip?
Wow. Oh, my word. Invest in a foundation. Child. Invest in a foundation. I always say it. They're very expensive. The good ones are very expensive. You can get them for $5 up. And a good foundation can mask anything, can even mask a bad day. I really do think so. So for me, a beauty tip is I can't ever go anywhere without a good foundation, a foundation that matches my skin, that works with my skin, that sort of makes sure that, all of the blemishes, the pimples, the things that I don't want to be, protruding from my face are covered. You really need that. And also a really great skincare regime. Like, make sure that you're washing your face with the right things. Make sure you have your mask days. Make sure that you are every single day trying to exfoliate, trying to make sure that your skin feels like it's breathing. So I think those are the two. I know you said one. Yeah, a good foundation and a really good scare regime. Yeah, skincare regime. See, you're laughing. I'm a comedian.
Ooh, English has failed you today.
English. It's not my mother tongue.
Okay, perfect. And in terms of your go-to brand, what's
Yes.
that?
For anything.
For anything, for makeup, for fashion, for style.
Go-to brand. For makeup, it's Estee Lauder. For fashion. For me, I really love YDE. I really do. It's expensive, but I've always found really amazing, the young designers from South Africa doing really amazing stuff that is different. So I think you will never go wrong if you have an Estee Lauder set for your face. I know they just launched their nude, flawless, foundation now. That's really great. But also, if you want to really wow the town and you want to go somewhere, I think if you pop in at YDE, you will be happy. You will find what you want in the way that you want it, and you will look amazing. So those two.
That's your to go to.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I need a new budget for YDE.
Yes,
so,
like it.
So let's work on Estee Lauder for
Let's
now.
work on Estee Lauder. Let's start off with Estee Lauder.
Okay, and then last but not least, obviously, as an influential woman in society, because you have your honors, you very educated.
I'm educated. Yes.
You're very educated, and you're an artist. Why would you like your legacy to live on? Because I'm sure you want to be a Beyonce one day. For South Africa, you want to be a Michael Jackson. Even when you pass on to your kids, to your generations, how would you like that legacy to live on? What would you like people to
remember
about Viwe?
that she was someone who really cared about her country. She really cared about those who didn't have. And if I can translate that in my music and the stuff that I sing, and in how that success actually trickles down to the people that matter, which are the people that don't have, people who are previously disadvantaged, the people who aren't being included in conversations, the people who have to queue at clinics. If I can make my difference in that way, I think I would be more than happy, because I think my kids can also take that on. Yes, you want to be successful. Yes, you want to make the money, but what no money in the world matters if you can't make a real difference and you can't really go back home, go back to where it hurts and fix. So for me, that's my legacy. My legacy would be like through the music. Yes, I do want to be Michael Jackson and a Beyonce, but what I see now in Beyonce and Michael Jackson, quite alike, they started at when they got a bit older to give back. They knew the value of giving back. They know that, you know, the Bay Good, you know, it's an organization that's going to give back. You know, Michael Jackson sang about the trees and you know, the world and saving the world in his music, because at the end of the day, we aren't living in silos. We aren't just these mega. You're not going to be a mega superstar living in a penthouse and you can't see the devastation around you. Would mean you're ignorant. So if anything, I want to be remembered as somebody who had and gave, who never forgot to pay it forward, who never forgot to change someone's life in any way that she could in whatever she had. So it's not just about me, it's about making sure that our country is what we want it to be for our kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's an amazing, amazing, amazing legacy to live on.
Hope so.
Because it's not only about today. It's not only about you, but it's about everyone around you. It's a pure woman's heart
Yes.
that you speak in. And I think that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Viwe, for being on my show today.
Thank you for having me,
Thank you for
Angie.
being my beauty woman.
Encore. It takes one to know one, girl.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and that is all from me today, guys. I hope you really, really enjoyed speaking to Viwe, because obviously me speaking is you speaking to Viwe.
Yes.
If you guys have any questions or need to get hold of us, please just like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow Viwe on Instagram,
Yes.
and get to know us as women, get to know Viwe as an artist. Her songs are amazing.
Thank you.
I will post it on my pages as well. So I look forward to next week where we speak to a brand and what's up and coming. So
Lovely.
super, super excited.
Yes.
And once again, thank you, Viwe.
Thank
It
you.
was nice having you.
It was beautiful.
Bye. Okay, thank you. Bye, all you beauty lovers out there.
brandlive.co.za